evening, good afternoon. This is Sam Vaughn for Sam Sports Report. On offense on Monday, the Royals was mute on Tuesday. This is one of the worst offenses in the Royals history. I thought the Royals had a good start from Rich Hill. Only gave up 3 runs. The Royals will lose though, 6-0. He only gave 3 runs. The Royals met up against the Cubs yesterday, and they won 8-4. Royals beat the Cubs 8-4. The Royals win the series. Against the one time, to start the series, the Cubs were the first place team. Now they fell a game and a half back of Milwaukee. It's 60-42. The Cardinals lose to the Rockies 6-0 and lose a series to the worst team in baseball. And that is not good for the Cardinals. The Cardinals played today against the San Diego Padres. Yu Darvish will go for the Padres and Sonny Gray will go for the Cardinals. Game time 6:45. The Chiefs have a major win, as people thought maybe Josh Simmons would miss a couple weeks into the regular season. Then Andy Reid said he would be ready for the preseason, and for the first day at camp, he was ready. He has improved mightily, and the Chiefs, since coming to Ohio State from San Diego State, the Chiefs are hoping to have a top 5 tackle eventually, as the first could have been the first top 10 pick overall. If he was in top 20 for tackles, that would be good news for the Chiefs. The Chiefs missed out on the Super Bowl last year because of a left tackle not playing. Last year, the Chiefs started Kingsley Suttee. He would start week 1 and week 2. Then he'd be pulled and he would play week 18 when the starters weren't played. He's acquired in midseason. DJ Humphries required in midseason. He started week 14 against the Chargers. Took over starting deep. Joe Thuney, he was not playing for the Chiefs at that time though. Joe Thuney started and he's joining the Chiefs in week 13. In week 15 through the 17th playoffs, Chiefs shifted to right guard Joe Thuney to left tackle, and was stated he delivered consistent performance, and he was named the team's MVP by Derek Thomas. Joe Thuney was traded to the Bears, and DJ Humphries no longer plays for the Chiefs, and that's why it's up to Josh Simmons. Many people thought that it may be up to Jalen Moore, but it looks like Josh Simmons has outperformed the camps. I understand some of you fans may be thinking because Kingsley Suttee sucked last year, and he sucked in starting, but other pressures, other than him being a rookie and Josh Simmons and Kingsley Suttee being a rookie, they really have nothing in common. If he's good, he makes the team a lot better. The Chiefs win a Super Bowl maybe if he can be very good. This could end up being one of the best picks of first round for the Chiefs. This is an underrated position and one of the most important positions in football. This was the difference of the Chiefs winning the Super Bowl. The Eagles rushed all over the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, and Joe Thuney was playing out of positions where he had under 10 starts. Russell Wilson is the clear-cut favorite to start for the Giants. These guys are competing, but Russ is a starter, Brian Dable said from the Giants. Trey Hendrickson with the Bengals amid no contract and past Cincinnati kicks off the training camp, and he is holding out. The Chiefs kicked off their training camp as well. The Bills running back contract discussion with James Cook. Here's Ian Rappaport with more.
First of all, this is the same James Cook that went basically public last year saying he wants $15 million, which would put him close to the top of the running back market. And what the Bills did in response to that, and something the Bills were trying to do anyway, was basically take care of every other young player that they wanted to sign. And it has been unbelievably productive offseason for the Buffalo Bills, right? I mean, they have locked up Greg Rousseau and Christian Benford, and on and on, defensive players who have been really helpful to them to kind of build this roster, just not James Cook yet, which really does set the stage for a contract negotiation that either should go down to the wire toward the start of the season or put him on path to either hit free agency next year or get the franchise tag. There's going to be a lot of contractual talk surrounding James Cook. But most importantly, on the field, as he has emerged as an absolutely essential weapon for the Buffalo Bills.
The Chiefs have released ESPN series called The Kingdom. I mispronounced this yesterday. This is according to ESPN. Notice times when you overthink. Notice the specific end time of day when you overthink. For example, in the shower, driving home from work, etc. Then create a plan to stop overthinking before it starts. You might set a 4 minimum timer for you to shower so you won't have the chance to get lost in the thought. In the car, you might listen to an engaging podcast. Know your triggers. There could be triggers in your life that make you more likely to overthink. For example, feeling sad, deprived, hungover, or stressed. You may not be able to completely avoid those things, but if you know when you're more likely to overthink, you can be more vigilant during those times. Actively concerning yourself with overthinking isn't a good idea. Actively processing concerns or worries are very helpful. Sit down with a pen and paper and write down everything that is in your mind. On the other side, the paper, write down any concrete actions you could take that help. For example, if you consistently worry about doing presentations at work, if you need to plan a vacation, break into small actions to take, such as rent a car, book a hotel. If you overthink the past, there is something proactive about it, but you don't want it to happen so often. Find the directions, create a plan. Addressing your concerns might still overthink, which is the description is helpful. Create a list of completing and interesting enough you to engage them fully, rather than what you works for you from personal might not work for you. So personalize your list. Here are suggestions. Have a connection to a friend, watching a film, playing a computer, exercising, performing an act of kindness for someone else, listen to music, a very word from thought. If you think you difficulty managing thoughts, to talk to a mental health professional. Talk therapy can help. New skills and strategies over managing to overthinking. It can be so reduce symptoms of ADHD and help you perform your best. Other things you can do to mindfulness is play a video game, but put your phone away. No texting or social media. Which watch a movie, but leave your phone alone and put it someplace you won't mess with it. Try to walk away from whatever you're overthinking. How to get away from it. There's many more. When we have ADHD, maybe you don't like something, it may be hard not to overthink it. For example, assignment, you take a break and reward yourself. Here's more from Dr. Tracy Marks says what she thinks.
With ADHD, procrastination is huge. No one wants to do unpleasant things, but with ADHD, you can avoid doing things just because the scope of the task seems too great. It may have too many steps, or you think that it's going to take too long. So with cognitive behavior therapy, we call these aversive tasks, meaning they seem too painful to start. Once you've got your subtasks, take the ones where you feel the most resistance to do it and pair it with a rewarding task. Another way to address getting things done is to prioritize the tasks on your to-do list. Stephen Covey wrote a book called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, and in his book, he suggested prioritizing tasks by looking at the level of urgency and importance. So using this approach, you could rank your priorities as things that are important and urgent, important but not urgent, not important but urgent, and not important and not urgent.